Hey, what's up guys? I am back. Well, I'm on a roll with these videos. I'm getting them recorded, I just got to get them uploaded. Anyways, it's a good day. It's a beautiful Saturday, and it's a good day when the weather's nice and I am able to get outside and play. And my version of play is getting the mower fired up and taking her out for her first ride of the season. Fresh oil change, fresh air filter. Decided to mow a little bit of the back pasture here along with the rest of the yard. But anyways, I'm just out here taking care of some chores. About to we've got some winter chicken feed that I'm gonna try to use up. Now that the weather's warming up, we actually won't need it, and I don't want to store it. I don't want to keep it until next winter because they do have a tendency to go bad. Plus, we have this barn cat that in the past has peed on one of the bags, and I never caught it till later, and it messed up the entire bag of feed. So I don't want to risk having the bags of feed sitting here all spring and summer and fall, because once again, we don't feed the chickens when it starts to warm up like this. The bugs are out now, and we just let them free range. They eat grass, they eat bugs. And here comes Midnight. I don't have your bottle yet, Midnight. Whoa, nope, we're not going in there. So yeah, gonna get the chicken feed out for them. And the cows here, Midnight, she knows it's about time. So we've been feeding them at about 6 in the morning, 6 at night. Right now it's probably 5:30. So they know. Update on Nebula. There she is. She is looks to be doing great. I gave her another round of electrolytes this morning. They were all up, so it's a good sign. They were all up and ready for their milk this morning. Once again, the past couple days when Nebula had scours where she was scouring, which I think she still is a little bit, she was very slow to get up to come get the milk. Her suckling was dwindling. And once again, just the other night, I thought she was going quick. One of the last round of electrolytes, I actually had to lift her up and try to get her on her legs. She was just very limp. Her head was down, her ears were down. Her skin was tenting just a little bit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it. Sorry if it's not running down my nose, but anyways, yeah, scouring calves and signs that they're dehydrated. You can look that up on Google. That's what I did. I'm no expert, but after this past week of dealing with her scouring, quite honestly, I feel like I could be an expert. Thanks to Google, thanks to YouTube. She is, so far, seems to be coming back. Those of you that have been raising calves, bottle calves for a while, probably think it's no big deal because all calves seem to scour. But with these calves being our first time, I was extremely paranoid that within the first week of getting them, we were going to already lose one. And you know, once again, if you're on the internet, you read all sorts of things, and that has a tendency to freak someone like me out because I'm not a medical expert. But anyways, she's doing good. Benny Buckaroo, I think, I forget his name. He's doing well, still rubbing on the legs. I don't know, we're gonna have to break him of this habit because when he gets bigger in several weeks, that's gonna be a major problem. We can't have him going around rubbing, pushing us around like that. He's not obviously trying to hurt us, I don't think. He's just playful. I mean, he's like a big dog. Well, he's actually still smaller than Betty and Bernard. So yeah, that's about sums it up. Another update here on the dogs, if you guys are following, but for those of you that are following Betty and Bernard. So today, they've been penned up here about 2 weeks. They've been penned up in this back area. They have not been allowed to free range our property like they have been with the collar. They have not made any attempts, as far as I know, to get out of this back area. They have been well behaved back here, and then for the past week they have been penned up in this small area with the cows. I don't know if they've taken any sort of liking to the cows. I know Betty probably more so than Bernard. Bernard kind of doesn't seem to give two craps about the cows, but maybe that's just him being, I mean, he still is barking at night. The coyotes, I know, were just south of us last night, I believe, and they were barking up a storm, but they did not make any attempts to get out. So how I have this set up, just real quick, for those of you that are interested, that are following, I do have the dog wire. So once again, the dog wire has now, I just considered a mental barrier for them. They realize that they could quickly go past the boundary of any of the dog wire that activates their collar. They know they can quickly run past that boundary, and the shock is over in an instant. And they are willing to take that when there's no physical barrier. So I've realized that. So now what I've done is, now that we have the physical barrier with the fence along pretty much this entire area, I also have their dog wire run along it, alongside it as well. So that's 2 layers there. That's the physical fence and the mental barrier of their collar. So in short, what I mean is, if they're trying to get out, climb the fence or dig or whatever, it's going to take them a while to do that. And I think they know that if they're in that zone, they're going to get zapped. So they just haven't even bothered. Over here, they could easily hurdle this hot wire fence. That's all that I have here. But they've touched that fence before in the past. They just don't ever get close to the hot wire fence, but that also has that dog fence. So it's worked. For those of you that are trying to keep Great Pyrenees in, and you have some acreage and you're trying to figure out, I might be biting my tongue here by saying this, but we pulled out all the stops, and the physical fence, the dog collar, the hot wire around the entire property, and now giving them some livestock to protect. That's pretty much the gamut, the full gamut of all the suggestions that we got in regards of what we need to do to keep these dogs from running away. Now we're, once again, just a few weeks in, and they have not gone off after the coyotes. So at this point, I will say all of the solutions all combined together has worked. I don't know if it's any single one. Obviously the dog collar alone doesn't work. Time will tell if it's the livestock that's keeping them here. Once again, it's only been a week since we've had the calves, but thankfully we haven't had to deal with them getting out. I did earlier today, as I was mowing the property, I did let them roam out. I did let them free range the front area where they normally do, but it's during the day. They've never really had an issue with running out during the day, so I wasn't too concerned. But they weren't reluctant to come back when I called them, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna give it another week or two, and then I may try to keep them free range in the front area of our property as we did before, and see if the cows are giving them any reason to stay put. So a couple weeks we'll find out. But anyways, that's my update for the weekend. I'm gonna go off and look at this guy. I'm gonna go and get the chicken feed, and then go inside, get the milk ready for the calves here. And once the animals are all fed, it's time to feed myself and the kids. So, whoo, I'm winded because of, yeah, I've been out and having fun. But anyways, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to get more active. It's very encouraging when people leave comments and subscribe, obviously, for those of you that do videos. But I really enjoy doing these videos. But I'm only going to do them if people continue to watch, and I get a feeling that people want to see what I do. But anyways, thanks again. we'll catch you later. Forgot to give you guys an update on the chicks. Nothing exciting though. They're all doing fine. They are all still alive, all 28 of them. Chicks are pretty easy if you've never raised chicks. Everybody says they are the gateway animal, meaning once you get chickens, then you're going to get goats or pigs or cows. I think it's true 100%. It's very enticing to want to get more animals once you start with something relatively easy like chickens. But they're doing great. The kids have already started naming them. So that's that.